The usual sea of red here in this venerable stadium has been turned white as we are high above snowy Arrowhead Stadium in KC. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
Chiefs, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Locke. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. Looking for Reagor again. This time he's got him. Touchdown, Falcons! Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this returnable for Reagor. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Dashing through the snow. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That is caught by Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Cohen, the ball.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
On the tackle.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And nothing special there. They showed they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Chiefs 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Now is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return? Everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
A gain of 40.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster. It all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 27, Chiefs 14. Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Now it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Gain on the play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Intended for Tariq.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 20. Burrow looking to pass. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Complete to David.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will cut the lead down to 13. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. By 56. By 56. We're pretty quiet, Steve. We're pretty quiet. Squeeze.
They'll run here with Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. From the gun, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dive lift that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
31-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This is Cobb with a catch right side. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
50 seconds to mine. 19
Now Burrow. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Now this will make it into the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
56 to mark, 56. Shot 56. Let's go, D.
On play action, Lock. Going for Jefferson downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow is still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes Cohen. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Handoff comes to Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. And now Metcalf going to get a chance to run. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Chubb on the counter. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. Burrow's no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. The quick slant caught. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Jalen Rager on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And all the way down to the 29.
29-yard line.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
J.K. Dobbins.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Locke. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
By Patrick Queen.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. A gain of 3. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Second down and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
a 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards the pickup there.
7-yard pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Lock to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's 3rd down and goal.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Atlanta.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. You know, can you